Hi guys, welcome to Unit 2, Lesson 2. This is your first official lesson of the new semester. So I hope you had a wonderful and restful break and that you're ready to get right into it. As always, if you need extra support, just let me know. I am more than happy to help you. So just keep that in mind moving forward, okay? Um, so first off with this particular lesson, it's all about translations and reflections. All right, and the overall unit is called transformations and congruence. All right, so lots of graphing. Um, so a transformation is the changing of a location of a figure. Excuse me, got the hiccups. The changing of a location of a figure, and most of the time that's going to be in relation to a graph. Okay. Translation is a transformation that slides a figure to a new location. So it's like it's in one spot and then it just goes boop to a new spot. Okay? A reflection is a flipping of a figure across a line, producing a mirror image. So like if it's facing this way, now it's going to face this way. Okay? A line of reflection is a line that is used to flip the figure across in a reflection. All right, we'll talk more about that when we get to it. So our first example, number 1, translate the line segment with endpoint 0, 0 and 5, 4 up 3 units and left 2 units. What are the new endpoints? So with that, there's a couple things that you can do. One, especially when you're getting used to everything, the best thing to do is to go ahead and graph it. Okay? Because then you're going to have it visually on the screen or in your notebook, and you can actually see what's going on. Okay? If you're good at visualizing it, maybe you can just do the equations and like do the operations without graphing, but I wouldn't recommend it. Okay? If you're like me and you're a visual learner, graphing definitely helps. So let's see. We've got 0, 0 and 5, 4. So first let's build a graph. And this will be some good reminders for us as well. I guess I could have had this written out for you already. Sorry. Now you just have to watch me draw it, but hopefully it won't take too long. Okay, so remember with graphs, it's really important that your tick marks are equidistant, meaning that they are the same distance apart from each other, which obviously mine is not going to be perfect, but it'll give you a pretty good idea. Okay, so let me use a different color. We'll use purple. Okay, so our first point is 0, 0. Oh, let's talk about our graph. As a reminder, we've got our x-axis and our y-axis. And within our points, right, these guys here, the first one is your x value, the second one is your y value. So that's important to remember too. Okay? So let's see, 0, 0. Well, that's right where the axes cross. And then we've got 5, 4. So the first value is your x value. That's how far right or left you go. To the right, those are positive numbers. So 5 is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then our second value is 4. So I'm going to go up 4. So right about there. So we've got 0, 0, and we've got 5, 4. Okay? And it said it was a line segment, so I'm going to go ahead and connect them. So I've got this line. Now, it says go up 3 units and left 2. Okay? So for each of those, that's exactly what I'm going to do. For both points, I'm going to go up 3 and left 2. So up 3 from 0, 0, I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. Left 2. Okay, so there's my new point for this one. Okay, and then I'm going to do the same thing here. I'm going to go up 3, 1, 2, 3, and to the left 2, 1, 2. Okay, and then I can connect them. Notice all I did was translate it, which when we were looking at our definitions, that means we slide it. So that's all I did. I took this one and I went, boop, just slid it right over there. Okay? But now we need to track, well, what are the new endpoints? Okay? So for this one, and I'm sorry, I'm like leaning over to make sure I see the graph well. So with this one, my new x value is -2, okay? And my new y value is 1, 2, 3. And notice, from the directions it said I went up 3 units, so I added 3 units to my y value, and then left 2 units means like I subtracted 2 from my x value. Okay, so that's what I mean when like you could have solved this without actually graphing, but in my opinion, it kind of complicates things, especially when we're just getting used to this stuff. Okay, so we added 3 to our y value, subtracted 2 from our x. Now, really, we could do that same operation here, but let's see what happened. We should have added 3 to our y value, so let's see if that is actually true. That's this one right here. So we went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So our y value is 7. And then our x value, let's see how far over. It should be lined up with the 3, okay, if I had drawn this perfectly. Which also takes away 2 from our x value. So that holds true with that adding 3 to the y, subtracting 2 from the x. Okay, so these two values would be your final answer. We have -2, 3, and 3, 7. Okay, so that's an example of a translation. For this next one, number 2, reflect the point 13, 8 across the y-axis. What is the result? So, again, before you're used to doing this stuff, the best thing to do is to graph it. So, let's see here. If I'm going to, and again, I should have had this already set up for us, but I don't. So, let's see here. Let's go right here. Let me go ahead and build this. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Go down a little bit. The 13, the really important 13 is this one right here for my x value though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I should be able to go that way in my negatives too. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. That one is going to be right there. Okay, so the first thing that we're going to want to do is we're going to want to actually plot the original point on the graph. Okay, so in that case, that's 13, 8. Well, I know this was my 13, so let's see. And then go up 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, if I'm going to, well, it's a little too far over to the right, but hopefully you get the idea. So this is my original point of 13, 8. Okay? So with that then, if we're reflecting across the y-axis, well, here's my y-axis, here's my x. So if this is my line of reflection, that means from this side, I'm going across and I'm going to come over here. So what that means is that what changes is not the y value, but the x value. That one's going to be the opposite now, right? Because if I'm coming from here over here, okay, that's like if we were to fold the paper right on the y-axis, where would it line up? Okay, well, we know that that would go over to -13 which I believe was this one, and up 8. So negative 13, 8. I reflected it across the y-axis. Okay, what is the result? That's this right here, negative 13, 8. That would be your answer. Now, my drawing is obviously not perfect, right? If you use actual graph paper, that will help a ton because all of the little tick marks will be perfectly placed. Okay? But that would be your final answer. Number 3, this is number 2 on your quick check. If a line segment with endpoints 6, 3, and 6, 7 is translated 3 units up and 4 units to the right, how long is the line segment after the translation? Okay, now I am going to show you this just as extra practice to show you examples of translation, but remember from the definitions from earlier, a translation is just a slide, right? Where it's like we're pushing it from one location to the next. And so the line segment isn't different. Okay? It doesn't change sizes. So whatever the original size was, it's still that size even after the translation. Okay? So let's go ahead and practice that. So let's see here. Let me get it all set up. And again, I apologize. I should have had these drawn out for you. Hopefully this is enough tick marks. I guess we'll find out. Okay, and remember this is your x-axis, this is your y-axis. So our original points, let's see, we've got 6, 3. So that means I need, from my origin, I'm going to count over 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and go up 3. And then 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then up 7. Well, this was up 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So there's our line, right? And so we'll notice, let's see here, and then if I draw the little tick marks to figure out, well, how long is that line? Well, from here to here, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, right? It's a length of 4 units, okay? But let's test that. Even after we translate it, it says up 3 units and to the right 4. So with both of these, we're going to go up 3 and to the right 4. So with this one here, I'll start here. 1, 2, 3, and then to the right 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Same with this one. Up 3, 1, 2, 3, and then over 4. So notice that distance didn't change, right? We've still got like a length of 4 units. So from here to here, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So how long is the line segment after the translation? It would still be 4 units. So with translations, the size doesn't change, and that's going to be important not only in this lesson, but in the next couple as well. Okay? So as always, if you need extra support, just let me know.